Good evening. My name is Tony Remmen, and I'm a 16-year-old junior at Thomas Jefferson High School. Thank you for being here with not only me, but also my peers as we share our stories with you. My story starts with a 13-year-old girl named Jessica. Jessica is my mother. I have no idea who my father is or anything about him except he was involved with a minor. I was born to a 13-year-old who had no idea what to do with me. However, that did not stop her from having 4 more children. Mariana and Danny live with me. Desiree and Lucia live in Mexico. While I haven't seen Desiree and Lucia in 9 years, there are very specific memories fresh in my mind of the beatings and punishments I received from their father, Daniel. Sometimes I get angry when I think about growing up without experiencing the simple joys of having parents and wondering things like, what did mom make for dinner tonight? Or maybe dad will show me how to fix my car one day. Instead, I wondered, how am I going to feed myself and my siblings? I can't reach the washer yet. How will our clothes get clean today? It's true. By the age of 6, I was a self-taught cook and housekeeper. From the ages of 2 to 13, I lived with my mom's random friends and family in approximately 15 different places and attended roughly 13 different schools. During that time, I even spent 9 months in Mexico. When my mother's boyfriend, at the time, was deported, she packed us up and followed him. After 2 months, my mother left me with this boyfriend. Mom eventually came back and took me back to Texas to live with another friend, Jeanette. Next stop, Desiree and George. They gave me everything I wanted, however their cocaine usage on a daily basis became the norm for me, until someone found out and I left again. I have been legally removed from my mother's custody 5 times in 16 years. From Nebraska to Mexico to Texas and Chicago, the scenery, the drugs, the alcohol, it all remained the same. Here's where my story changes. 4 years ago, I was dropped off at my aunt's house in Carter Lake, Iowa. That was the last day I saw or spoke to my mother. I struggled through the majority of 7th and 8th grade. On June 7th, 2016, my aunt legally adopted me and my 2 siblings. She has given us the constant love, discipline, and attention every child needs and deserves, including me. At the same time, my grandfather began being the father figure I always wanted and needed. When I am not at home or at the club, this is where you will find me. 4 years ago, in addition to the adoption, my aunt gave me another invaluable gift. She opened the blue door to the Carter Lake Boys and Girls Club. I like to think of it as my blue door. Since then, the club has given me a safe place and has started laying a path for me that will undoubtedly lead me to future success. At the club, I am involved in Keystone, where I play an important role in making sure not only my peers' voices are heard, but also the voice of the future will lie in our younger members. In addition to Keystone, I am also a club ambassador, where I am empowered with the task to mentor the younger members and making sure they take advantage of their blue door. I have also participated in any event I can, including Stock Market Challenge, the Game of Life, the Diplomas to Degrees, Career Launch, as well as Career Rocket, which has recently afforded me the opportunity to shadow a mechanical engineer at Peter Kiewit. Without these opportunities, I can honestly say I do not know where I would be today. Currently, I hold a 4.0 GPA, and I am active in our Air Force JROTC, our school's youth prevention program, as well as TJ's baseball and football programs. I have plans to work towards my acceptance into the Air Force Academy in Colorado Springs, where I will pursue a degree in mechanical engineering. My role as the Boys and Girls Club Youth of the Year will allow me to share my story and will let other kids know there is always a way out. In my case, it was through that blue door. I will help turn the knob that opens someone else's blue door. So here we are, at the end, but in fact, it's really not the end at all. This is where my journey actually begins. Thank you.